It's in! We're happening!
Oh,
Countdown! Get hype, guys. Ruff took 26 minutes to join the lobby. But it's happening. We're going into game finally. Neuro vs Ruff 2. Badass streamers, creative, weird, wild players. Terran vs Zerg. It's going to be great. Oh my god. Take your shirts off.
I literally can't.
Turn the camera off and take your shirt off, Maynard.
You know that I would take my shirt off if I could, because Twitch is the only reason I wear a shirt during the day when it's this kind of weather. It's disgusting outside.
One day I'm gonna find that there's some weird person on the internet who saved every VOD of me streaming in like 2011 to 2013, where I literally never wore a shirt for like 2 years of streaming. It's just me on my 360p webcam with my 500 pixel stream with constant tearing and blur.
Your 0.8 upload.
Oh yeah, my hairy shoulders. I've got hairy shoulders for you who don't know.
Delicious.
It's a real attractive look. I'm pretty sure in 2037 it's going to be the new cool thing amongst kids. I'm going to change the desirability, and he was going to build a barracks here. Was he? Or is he just blocking the hatch first? No, it's an eBay block before barracks? Before barracks? What? Ruff, you madman.
And he's trying to wall off on the low ground too. Damn, dude. I mean, let's introduce our players real quick. In the top right here was a lot of really great streaming success. Grandmaster Zerg player, wonderful person. This is Neuro.
And, of course, his opponent down at the bottom left, it's Ruff, representing Psystorm Gaming. One of the most creative Terran streamers out there. Loves a low ground wall off, but Captain Special Harassment Drone.
Yeah, easy now.
This drone harassment is gonna put a stop to that. Now, I do have to be critical. I've played against this build before on the ladder, and after dissecting a few of Ruff's replays, seeing him do this build, oh, nice kill on the drone. Good job, Captain Deadsy. That's what the drone's name was.
Yeah, that's what that Captain D was. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. eBay before barracks, I don't think you ever need to do that. I think the SCV can dance around, block even a 16 hatch. You can start a barracks and you'll always get an eBay started in time and get at least 100 hit points built on it, which I think is more than enough. I don't think you need to get 800 hit points on the barracks. So I'm a bit critical of this build, but Ruff knows how his builds work. And he's going to build another one. Absolute psychopath. Oh my lord. Alright, tit for tat. An SCV's going down, a drone's going down. Neuro's like, what?
Ghost Academy?
Oh, he's done this build to me recently as well. Ruff, you madman. I love it. Lings are going to break down the natural. Neuro's like, whatever, I'll just take the expansion. And he's going to go for ghosts behind this. Does he spot the Ghost Academy? Yeah, Ghost Academy's in the wall. He doesn't even try to hide it. Just no shame. He's like, nah, I'm just going to build some ghosts. And he will just expand and macro behind this. There's 100% going to be a CC on the low ground. He's just going to do a delayed expansion. And Ruff has succeeded in doing what he wanted to do. He's made the game weird. That's all Ruff ever wants to do. Just freak out his opponent, make the game a bit weird. Could be a Hellion Ghost, actually, since still no CC. Fast Factory. Interesting.
Yeah, it feels like Ghosts on their own are just not going to be good against Zergs. You get Ghosts with a few Hellions, then you can deal with the Lings. And as long as Snipe's not interrupted, they can start to pick off Queens and potentially Roaches as well. But it looks like it's going to be Ling Bane as the response from Neuro, which I think is fantastic. You know, you can Baneling bust that natural, the depots at least. The main structures are a little bit tough, but just to hold against Ghosts, just having Banelings and Lings out is actually quite nice.
And this Overlord, I mean, it's on the high ground. It could poke in at any point and check that there's no expansion. There's still Lings on the way. He wants to do a Baneling bust. Oh, yeah. This is the problem with Baneling busting Ruff. Ruff expects an all-in counter. He says, I blocked 2 of your expansions and you're a Zerg player. I know exactly what that makes you want to do. Look at that. Barracks. Oh, the barracks lifting the walls open, though. Oh, no. The Lings might run in. Is Neuro going to take advantage of this? There we go. A snipe goes down. The Overlord falls. Is he going to run in? Is he going to go for it? He's not going to go for it. The barracks is going to land, and that is a solid wall. Neuro does not know about the starport reinforcing the weak point. And this is not going to work. There is no way he gets through that wall in. There's just too many hit points. Oh, the factory!
Oh,
the factory!
Oh, the factory shut down in time!
Ooh.
What a hold from Ruff.
Yeah, that's a great hold. Neuro's in trubs. Oh, he's in big trubs now.
Yeah.
I have a rule when I play Ruff, and it's just don't try busts like this, because every time I try a Ravager bust, he's somehow got 3 siege tanks on 1 base. Every time I try a Bane bust, it's like this thick wall with like ghosts and Hellions on it. Like he's just He's a weird player, and he seems to somehow always have this great game sense. He knows when you're going to try something like this, and that gets shut down. Ooh, the tech lab survives, but that's going to be burning down. Is he going to lift a building off? He's going to do it. He's going to go repair it. One drilly boy to save the tech lab. Good on ya. And he's just going to keep building ghosts. Oh,
Yeah,
ghost drop will be brutal, dude. It's going to be a 4 ghost drop.
Holy crap. I mean, he doesn't have cloak, no nukes or anything like that, but ghosts on their own, 4 of them with a medevac to heal them.
Yeah.
I mean, Lings and Queens just aren't going to be enough. And Neuro's getting a Roach Warren now, which I think will help him against this for sure, but it feels like they're not going to be out in time. The drop's on the way very, very shortly.
Yep. Uh-oh, here we go. 4 ghosts coming across. Right now, there were 2 queens and 38 drones. Neuro is going to have to scramble. He's got 4 Zerglings on the way with Ling speed. Lings are good. I mean, Lings are good against this. Roaches are also good. Roaches do get one shot by snipe, but you know, they don't die as quickly to the auto attack. So both units are decent, but you need enough of them to swarm the ghosts, or the ghosts just kill you easily. These ghosts dropping here. Oh no, this is really dangerous. There we go. He's going to snipe that queen, and she goes down. Yeah, the Lings come in. The ghosts don't even care, and these drones are in huge trouble. Uh-oh.
Yeah, these ghosts are ripping through those drones faster than Adepts do. A snipe on that queen. 2 queens dying in split seconds here. An Overseer on the way just in case there's cloak, but it's not even going to see the light of day. Neuro doesn't know if there's cloak or not. Ruff's close, is still doing the damage. He hasn't lost a single one. He kills 6 drones, 2 queens, and a roach.
Oh, more snipes landing there. And, I mean, even just killing Overlords is great, but when they're Overseers, it's awesome, you know? And you can just keep bouncing around. Behind this, there is a Liberator coming, another Liberator rally. There's tanks coming out behind this. He's up to 4 gas on 2 base. And Ruff here, I mean, he's missed macroing quite a bit. He knows he's doing so much damage. He's not even spending his money because he knows this damage is so key. Liberator queues up the main, and Neuro is in so much trouble. Look at that, he's going to snipe the queens. No anti-air. What can you do to deal with the Liberators? The synergy between the Libs and the Ghosts is insane.
This is such a creative, entertaining, and effective opening here from Ruff. Neuro perhaps mishandling it, but he is fine. I mean, Ruff's played Knifey Spoony before. He is so in charge of this build, and he is tearing Neuro apart with it, at least in game 1. Obviously, this is a best of 3, and Neuro can come back, but Hut is just absolutely wearing the daddy pants in game 2.
Yeah, Ruff is all over it, man. He's got those ghosts there. Ah, one of them does finally die. The Liberator in the main actually sat above the Spore and died, but this Liberator not going to make the same mistake. Neuro's income is almost completely gone. He's barely been mining for the last 5 minutes of this game. This is not a great start to him. And Queen goes down as well.
Oh, he gets out of that Spore range, and he can just siege up on that natural again. The Queen is dead, and these drones actually needed denied mining again.
This is so gross. 5 factories are up at home. 3rd command center finally going up, as well as the double armory. Ruff here has focused so hard on going from doing a bit of damage to doing pretty much game-ending damage. And as Neuro, I mean, he's fighting hard. If there's one guy who's got a real warrior's mentality, it's Neuro, you know? He knows if he just hangs in there, he's got a good chance. Snipes the Overseer, does Ruff, goes back in. This Lib keeps rotating. Oh, my lord. This has got to be so frustrating. I feel like this is what it would feel like to be inside a washing machine. Like as Neuro right now, you're just getting like thrown from side to side, and you're just getting your head banged on the middle, and your mouth's filling up with water. It's soapy water. It's not even regular water. It's disgusting. This is oh my god.
It does make me think back to my surfing days at some of those rough beaches where the waves would just knock you underwater, and you try to get your head above water, but then another wave comes behind it, knocks you underwater again. You're just getting smashed into the sand, and you're tumbling around going, is this how I die? Do I die on this weekend surfing trip with a bunch of stoners? Is this the story of Maynard?
Thank God we've still got you here with us, but I gotta tell you, I think Neuro's Zerg Force out on blue shift, I think this is how they die, Maynard. These ghosts have so many kills. Holy crud. 71 units lost to just 9. Ruff here, dictating the pace of this game. He's got another Liberator queuing up. He's scanning to check what's going on. He's got Thors, he's got tanks, Hellions, and I do feel like Ruff could have been further ahead if he kind of got an earlier third and stuff. But it doesn't matter. Like, it was worth it. Neuro says, okay, maybe if I distract you for a few minutes, I can, like, drone up and get back into this game. 4 roaches dropped in the main base. Going to take out a few SCVs. There's not a lot of mobile... Oh, no, there's ghosts. I was going to say there's not a lot of mobile anti-air. Yeah, a snipe on the Overlord, and it's gone.
Yeah, these roaches are checking in, but they can't check out. They get like a half a dozen SCVs, which
Yeah.
isn't bad, but Ruff can afford to lose this. He's on 3 CC. He's got a third right down. He's floating a lot of minerals right now.
The problem is
a little bit
Neuro
rough.
doesn't have a lot of drones. Like Neuro's built roaches behind this, and now he's going for the Spire, but I kind of feel like he's somehow got to just keep some roaches on the map, distract Ruff for like 3 to 4 minutes, and then he's got a chance. Ah, roaches! Oh my lord.
Nice rally there. They die instantly. And this third is very, very safe. Neuro cannot attack this with a small roach army. He's switching gears and going in Spire here, which I think is going to be quite good. You know, Ruff's not really thinking about getting Thors out. He really wants Hellions and tanks, but it's going to be, it looks to be possibly a little bit too little too late. Like, he's going to, you know, mutas are quite nice against Ghosts as well because they can, you know, the Glaze will interrupt snipes and they can just tank a little bit of that auto attack fire, but
Yeah.
it just feels like it's too little too late. This push from Ruff, if it just attacks into Neuro right now, I'm pretty sure we'll end the game.
Yeah, when you've got as many tanks as they have roaches, and you've got Hellbats and Ghosts supporting that, it's pretty bad for the Zerg, man. And Neuro, I mean, he took absolutely catastrophic damage. We talked about how he's a fighter. He's going for a Mutalisk tech swap here. He's trying to counterattack with the roaches, but I think Ruff is like, no way, you're trying to counterattack? That's fine. I've got Hellbats, I've got SCVs on auto repair at my wall. You're not going to break my wall, and I'm going to take out all your economy. And even if the mutas can deal with this army, Neuro is going to lose his base before that happens. Lots of drones trying to evacuate. Back at home, the roaches not able to breach the wall.
Yeah, they're trying. Ruff's just looking like he's on a mass repair here. The Hellbat's there just in case the tank's about to pop out. He's got one on the high ground, so this counterattack is absolutely shut down here. And, I mean, Ruff's push is slowed down, though, because his attention's been split between defending and attacking.
Yeah.
But is like 7 or 8 mutas going to stop this, you know, I guess, kill this push before he loses his main? I don't see it happening.
Yeah, 3 mutas come in. They try to focus down the ghosts, but oh, Ruff is even doing fancy pickup micro. And the tanks and Hellbats are just murdering. That's gone. Oh, barbecue. Okay. Drone barbecue. Ruff's army are going to be bringing home some drone skewers, some nice marinades. It's going to be delicious.
Good God, what a disgusting build from Ruff, but so effective.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Imagine if the third was a little bit earlier, Hellion production was continuous, like a lot of things there for Ruff to just make it like just a little bit more solid. It'd be so sick, man. What an opening. Blast Traddy, thank you very much for the... sorry, excuse me. I'm reading the wrong notifications from the wrong area. I am Forever, thank you very much for the 5-month resub. And we also had a resub from Zarathus Talboth and that Kopka guy. Dudes, thank you very much for the resubs. Appreciate it.
Despite all of that, Neuro is only 20 supply behind and the same work account, Valadius pointed out. Unfortunately, if you've got unupgraded roaches up against a big 1-1 mech army, it's something where you want to have probably double the workers and double the army supply count, and even then you're only barely even. Bit of a more efficient army there for Ruff, and we are going to go into game 2. I mean, the double eBay block, such a bizarre opening, and it all came down to the Baneling bust failing. I think it would have been an even game, but you commit that much to a Baneling bust, the wall off, the factory landed just in time to get the wall off down, and what do? You trade out a ton of Zerglings and Banelings for 2 depots. Terrible trade. Did not go Neuro's way. Neuro could not defend the counterattack. That Ghost Drop murdered him. The Liberator synergy was just disgusting. Very, very well thought out. Bit of harassment there from Ruff, and ran away with that game. So no doubt Neuro going to look to establish his economy a bit more in game number 2.
Yeah, man. Oh, and Neuro is not the kind of guy to tilt off that. I mean, yes, he is a guy that does tilt. Everyone's a human, and StarCraft's a very stressful game. But he would have, you know what he would have done? He would have seen that and go, oh, what a blessing. I was watching his, I was watching his stream yesterday, and he's the only Zerg I've ever seen in my whole life that first time they see like a 3-racks bunker rushes that the bunkers are already being built in his natural, and he's like, oh, what a blessing.
Oh yeah, there is. He knows all the mental tricks, you know, to keep yourself in that good headspace. Sometimes you got to be able to kind of see what's in front of you the way you want to see it, and that's an important skill. Look for what is constructive within a terrible, terrible scenario. And Neuro hopefully will find his footing there, find a good way to deal with that. The next map is Port Alexander. I'm going to go grab myself a muesli bar since it's past lunchtime. These qualifiers, I always prepare so badly for them. I'm going to grab a snack for the early game here. So I'll be back. Give me 20 seconds, and this game will be starting up momentarily.
All right. And then when Pig comes back, I might have to rotate out and get a banana, because I'm hungry as well. What's up, my dudes? Good to see you. Sorry about the 3-minute delay, but it's necessary. Blizzard are making me do it. I have no choice. I have to adhere to Blizzard's rules. I could probably get my Twitch alerts to pop up yonder, so that it's not just the sounds, although I do appreciate all the subs and resubs that have been happening today. Haven't had any bits of donations, but the subs and resubs have been wonderful. All right, so currently Ruff up 1-0 against Neuro. I was going to mix up that scoreboard before switching the scene. And in we go. In the bottom right here, representing Root, this is Neuro. And in the top left, as the blue Terran representing Psystorm, this is Ruff. Both players representing teams that are basically all about North America. Thank you so much to Phlogiston of RS for the Tier 1 resub 4 months in a row, and a 5-month resub from IR Zeno. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you very much, everyone. Zeno is a legend. Good to see him supporting your stream as well. Thank you, John Prince, for the cheer over here, and Merlin Man for the cheer as well. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate the support. We do have all the alerts muted because we want to respect the players. I just realized I ate all my muesli bars on the weekend, and Dot took the good ones to work. Ripperino. So I'm going to go heat up some delicious red curry after this series, and hopefully get a chance to eat it while we're queuing into the next game. I also just realized I'm totally disorganized today, so I'm going to just shut up and let Maynard take control for a little bit. Can you tell me, where's your camera right now? I'm trying to find which your view is.
In Ruff's natural. If you go Control-Shift-O, you'll open up the viewer cam, and then you can just click on mine and hit C.
There we go. I am on it already. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Key. Thanks, Maynard. So I'm just going to shut up for a minute and let you take the gears, and I'll be right back.
My pleasure. What up, Pigs chat? What up, my chat? So we've got Neuro reacting to the NG Bay block once again of Ruff by going for the third base, and this time Ruff didn't manage to get the third base block. So that's a big difference here for Neuro, is that he actually will have a second hatchery on the map at a relatively timely fashion. This is a pretty standard response to a lot of Terrans that are going to open this way. We have a factory opening as well from Ruff, so not going straight into Ghost Academy or anything silly like that. Full wall off on the ground here in Port Alexander, which is easy enough because this only takes 4 depots to wall off here. This natural ramp of Port Alexander. It's really quite nice. The one weakness, just like on Blue Shift for Ruff, is that when you wall off like this on the outside, your add-ons are on the outside for the Zerg to potentially pick off. That was a little bit of a problem for him in Game 1 on Blue Shift because he lost his tech lab at one point to some lings, but he did manage to hold on because, he just managed to clean them up with the Ghosts defending, so it wasn't too much of a bother. So the factory already being made quite early here means some very fast Hellions from Ruff. This is a little bit faster than you normally would. Generally, the factory is made after you get a command center on the low ground for most openings for Terran, like if you're going for a Reaper expand. Ruff, however, not going for a Reaper expand. He's just sent an SCV across the map for the NG Bay block, which has just been cleaned up by Neuro. Neuro is almost towards 3 minutes here. He's 2 minutes, 3/4 down, and he wants to be looking at that third hatchery in the natural to make 3 bases total. Ruff looking for that Overlord, lifts the barracks to get it, and he will. It's a nice early pickoff there. The early Overlord pickoffs are really quite painful. Oh, Tech Lab goes down on that barracks. With the Hellions come out, this might be a switch over with the factory, or it's going to actually be some Marauders here from Ruff. It's kind of hard to tell at this point in the game because he is such an unpredictable, weird Terran. Some links to the north actually circumnavigate these Hellions. So I would normally say that this natural might take a little bit of a licking, but considering it's a full wall off already, and once that barracks is down, I mean, Ruff's reactor is a little exposed, but that's about it. These 2 Hellions get into the main base. Neuro hasn't got any lings in position. He's only got this 1 Queen. So it looks like they're going to be a few drone kills here. He splits as well as he can. But the Hellions are going to get more drones. They get pulled off. Ooh, one of them gets stuck between the spawning pool and the extractor there. But this Hellion is still alive. And oh my god, 10, 11 drone kills. The Hellion will go down eventually, but that's absolutely worth it there for Ruff. He loses 2 Hellions and gets 11 drones for his trouble. And once again, he's starting off the game with just a massive advantage. Oh, we'll see if Neuro can play out of this one. He is in a slightly better position than he was in Game 1, I gotta say. Like, Game 1 went atrociously bad for him. This game, he at least has a third base on the way. He's replenishing his drones, and he can sort of keep Ruff back a little bit here until the Hellion count gets a little bit higher or the Marine count gets a little bit higher. Ruff's getting a reactor on that barracks. He's going to start producing Marines, but the Marines don't look like they're going to have any upgrades here. There's no tech lab on any barracks anywhere that I can see, so there's no tech, there's no stim, there's no combat shield. So just naked Marines and some Hellions with siege tanks as well. So a bit of a weird opening here for Ruff, but I'm sure that's not a surprise to many people. The surprise is normally what is he going to do with it. Lair halfway done, or a third of the way done here for Neuro, so that's quite good. Spores coming up. He's not too sure if there's a starport or not, so this is just safety spores. Fortunately, it looks like he probably doesn't need them. And he's going to go for the Roach Warren here at the third base. Hellions coming on down for Ruff, once again looking for those drone kills. There's two queens here, so they can defend, but the drone pool is lined up a little bit. Some Lings coming in for the natural to help them out. They're nice positioning on these Hellions. Putting down nicely against those Lings, but the Hellions are going to die. This time they get 4 drone kills. Oh, hold that, trying to pull it a little bit too early. Yeah. And that volley getting 3 drones. Ruff getting 7 in the end there with that Hellion run by. That was quite a few Hellions. Definitely not trading as well as those first 2, but continuing to hit the drones is very, very nice for Terran, considering there's no third CC here. It's just an armory. Because I held that tank with a bunch of unupgraded Marines to go for money.
That's a scary timing, man. Sorry for being AFK. Thanks for holding down the fort. Yeah, this is a scary push. There's going to be a third tank rallying to this. Going to bring 4 SCVs. Might build bunkers. There's good creep spread, which will stop that. Oh, this Ling's going to spot it. Oh, it sees Hellions, but even that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. As Neuro, you got to, like, mass Roaches. If he holds this push, he's in an amazing position.
Yeah, he's throwing in some Lings as well as Roaches here, so he's not super sure what he's up against. Now he will, as that creep spread does see these tanks and Marines and some SCVs even being pulled for some repairs on those Hellbats. You can repair with Medivacs, you can repair with SCVs. That is your choice here as Terran. And he's going to get that first score call, and Neuro is expecting some Banshees or Liberators, but unfortunately neither of them have come. Everything's on the ground here.
Yeah.
So lose quite a few forces here.
He's got to pull these Roaches back. I don't think he can fight into these siege tanks. I think, maybe he should have given up this third base. He's bleeding into these tanks. Those Hellbats are just so tanky. He just needs a few more Roaches, but already 15 drones going down there. Oh, a disastrous engagement here for Neuro, and a beautiful push by Ruff. One of his trademarks, taking a 2-0 versus Neuro. Incredible play.
Damn.
Woo.
Whew. I wouldn't have called that. I was kind of thinking that Neuro was favored against Ruff, but damn.
Me too.
Great series from him. It's very, very. I mean, you cannot say that wasn't entertaining. That was some crazy builds from Ruff that absolutely.